way back partner, y'all. We're going to get into some of that too. His name is REECE Trotter, and he represents the beer gang of Chicago, y'all. So this is something new. I've been watching him on Facebook and Instagram, and he got like a whole, how would I say this? Like a whole movement, y'all, when it comes to this beer gang. And this is a black man. So we're going to get a little bit into that and learn more about what he has going on. So, REECE, how are you?
I'm good. I'm here. Wasn't digging my nose, like scratching my nose. And I'm also drinking craft beer. Like, beer gang Chicago, it's really about craft beer in general. So it's more than just beer, because there's beer and then there's craft beer. So, I'm, just out here kind of just bringing light to the craft beer movement, especially the black craft breweries. That's what I'm really specializing in right now, because it's more and more popular. So, it's all about representing craft beer and local beer and black craft beer in particular, so.
Okay, so yeah, let's get into that. Now, I mean, I've been knowing you for a long time, and, we done drank, we done, did all type of stuff. What, made you get into the beer gang of Chicago? Where did this concept come from?
Well, beer gang Chicago was really a tagline that I honestly don't know its source. I really got it from my homeboy DJ. And my homeboy DJ, he's a fellow black craft beer enthusiast, and I would see him online and stuff, and he'll be somewhere and he'll post a different beer that he was drinking. He didn't really say much about the beer. He'd just post the beer, the name of it, and if you just like the way it fucking looked, you know what I'm saying, you might want to go find it. So I just took it a step further and actually talking about the beers and how they taste from a regular person's point of view. Like, I always would try to sprinkle in different beer stuff that regular people that drink alcohol wouldn't really know, but I would really try to come at it from a point of view of a person that's just like at a party and their homeboy or homegirl's like, man, try this beer or whatever, and you like, this shit kind of suits whatever, or this might whatever. So I always came at it from that angle, and I really started everything. I was working a job and I was very good at it, and I would be finishing my work rather early. So the job wasn't micromanaged, so I would leave the office and just go to I worked in downtown Chicago at the time, and I just go to all the different bars and stuff, and I started just having different beers. And from having different beers, I started just talking about them on camera. And this was before I really, really knew the different styles of beer, because the average person that drinks beer, they think beer is just beer. And it's like a lot of different styles of beer that tastes totally different from the next one. So, and that's how it all started. It's more into it. That story goes further into how I started working in beer, but that was the beginning. It was really me on my lunch break, on my break at the job. But, going back to like with black people, like we all grew up drinking a form of a lager. Every beer that you can think of, that you saw your uncles drinking, you went to a party, you saw it was being served at parties, from Heineken's, Coronas, Stellas, Budweiser, Bud Lights, Miller High Lifes. Like, that's all really one style of beer. And that's what makes people think that all beer is the same. But that's one style of beer, and that's the most crushable style of beer. That's the beer with the lower ABV. So if you're thinking about it economically, and I'm making beer, I'm going to make a beer with a lower ABV, because you're going to want to buy another one. Because it's like, man, I need a little bit more because, you know what I'm saying? This is only 5.2% alcohol. So, whereas if you got a higher ABV beer, maybe 8% or something with your shot of Hennessy or whiskey or whatever, it's like, it take care of half of your night bath. These are the things that folks need to know about. So I don't drink lagers now, and hardly ever. There is a good lager on the market made by a black brewery in Chicago called Moors, Moors. It has a honeydew accent. It's a very good lager, about 5.5% ABV. Shameless plug, but I'm always going to plug local and black-owned breweries. Shout out Hip and Hops in Atlanta. Shout out Fonzo Brewery in Atlanta and a couple of other, black breweries in Atlanta. I'm really big on the flavor profile, the ABV, I be wanting to explain beer to mostly black folks.
Because we don't know.
Right.
No, we really don't.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so I know you did work at a beer company, correct?
I've worked at 4 beer companies.
Okay. And what did you actually do at these beer companies?
Well, I worked for Lagunitas, which is one of the biggest beer companies in the world.
Wow.
I was on the sales and marketing team. I was literally the only black guy on the sales and marketing team out of 500 people. So,
dang.
When it would be sales and marketing meetings, I was the only motherfucker that looked like this. I also worked for Short Fuse Brewery, which is a brewery in the Chicagoland area. It's by O'Hare Airport. Some of the best beers in the city. I did a lot of brand ambassador work for them. I worked for Vice Brewery, which is the first black brewery in Chicago. That was actually my first beer job. I happened to go in there to have a beer, and the owner recognized me from doing my beer shit online.
Wow.
We don't